Hey guys, it's Alana. So I tried to film something today and it didn't really work out, so I'm gonna do another talking one. Sorry. Um, Today is my acting class day, so I had two acting classes today. Normally they're split up on one day and another day, but I wasn't able to change one of them today. Anyway, so I was basically just working on acting stuff, which was really great. I finally figured out my version of Antigone, which was kind of exciting for me. And yeah, that's about it. Did some emotional exercises, figured out some stuff I was thinking about that I couldn't really name before, so that was always good. You know, acting really just helps me open myself up to discovering different parts of myself and discovering more about myself and being more open to things and opportunities in general. So it's always good. As for your questions, I can't answer all of them tonight, but the, I guess, two easiest ones, not to be lazy or anything, would be what inspired me to write Domino and what inspired me to write When It All Falls Down. Domino, you're going to hate this, was actually, I went in with a co-writer two co-writers on that one. Two co-writers on that one, and they had a track made out already, and so we came up with a melody, and you know, one of them said, hey, it'd be fun to write a song called Domino, and so we tried to figure out, you know, everything that could be like a domino, and of course we ended up on love. So it was kind of just like a fun song to write. There wasn't really one inspiration behind it, I'm afraid. I don't know what made her think of the title Domino, honestly. It's just kind of a cool title. So that one's a little disappointing. When It All Falls Down, I actually wrote about my father. That one came from a very direct place in my life. It's funny, you know, when I wrote the melody, I didn't really know what it was going to be about at all. And the words that were flowing out of me for the verse all seemed to be actually about my dad and kind of how our lives kind of crisscross. I mean, like, you know, I grew up with my father and everything. My parents are still married. I don't mean in that way. Sorry, Dad. I don't mean in that way. I mean in kind of the themes in our lives, like, you know, disappointment, making sure that everything is how you want it, you know, making sure that everything that you're doing is worth it, basically, and that it's worth all the pain to go through, because when it all falls down, you know, you want to make sure that you're still gonna stand by your choices and stand by what you've done with your life. And my dad kind of helped me realize that through his actions and through the way he lives his life. So, yeah, that one's about my father. and myself, obviously, you know, the flashing bulbs and there's stuff in the second verse that is about me. But he was the inspiration for that. So I love you, Dad. Thanks. I'm trying to think of another question I read. I don't know. I can't remember. But yeah, basically, you know, it's funny. A lot of people think that, here, misconceptions, that was it. A lot of people think that every song has a story behind it. And I know this is kind of disappointing, but not all songs do. It's a secret. Don't tell anybody. You know, some songs, honestly, someone says something that inspires you, or you just kind of, you know, you go into a writing session and they're like, hey, I want to write about this, like Domino, and there's not really a story behind it. Of course, you link it to something personal in your life to be able to, like, write out all the lyrics and stuff like that. But, you know, some songs have a story and other songs don't. Like Bad Little Girl has a story behind it. I'm not going to go into it. But if you know me, you know exactly what that's about. When It All Falls Down has a story behind it. You know, songs like Paranoid, you know, a lot of songs have stories behind them. But some of them are just kind of sitting in a writing room being like, hey, you know, here's something I experienced that's kind of been on my mind. Let's see if we can write about it. So that would be one misconception, about being an artist and about writing. I'll think of more misconceptions and kind of fill you in on that tomorrow, I guess. So thanks for your questions, and I'll try and keep answering them. And hopefully I'll be able to film something other than me talking tomorrow. Sorry about this, but today was kind of really long. I just got home. So, okay. I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.